Konnichiwa. You sound like you've been well. Oh my god, you have no idea. Give me a second. Where do I even start? I'm gonna get a... The reason why I went to Cancun, first of all, was because all of a sudden, my parents decided to plan on going to Cancun. So I was like, wait, what? Like, and I couldn't trust them that they'd be fine on their own. Cause, yeah, they've always needed, someone to help them out. So that's what I did. It is part of the reward. It's just like we get to book wherever, and then there's like a specific amount that they're gonna pay for, and you know, oh my god, what the heck? I don't trust that you guys will function fine on your own, so I have to come with you. So I booked it. It was very last minute, but I booked it. They were like, oh, there were like a lot of good reviews and whatnot, so we were like, oh, okay, yeah, that's good. And then we went, and then the airplane ride was really scary. The airplane ride was weird because the people in there were so strange. Like, I've been on multiple plane rides, and that was so weird. Where do I even begin? So, like, the part of the conversation that I've heard, so that whole, like, Bejeweled is a knockoff of Candy Crush. That, I heard that in the plane ride, and they, like, I guess nowadays Valley girls are so different, because they don't use vocal fry anymore. The Valley girls, they don't use vocal fry, but the lingo that they're using is Valley girl. So it was shocking. Yeah, they've adapted. Yeah, I know, it's scary. Also, the airplane ride, they had anime. That was already kind of weird. I've never seen anime on the plane. It was it Gridman? Yeah, on the plane. I've never seen anime on the plane. And then usually people on the plane ride, they watch movies, but they were playing games. Like, everyone around me was playing games, and I was so confused. And most of them were playing Angry Birds, which was even more disturbing. I was thinking, what is going on? The Valley girls. The Valley girls, it felt like a Disney Channel kind of fake, the people next to me. Yeah, they talk like they were in a TV show. They were saying things like, oh, thanks, Auntie Corey. And then she kissed her aunt, I'm assuming. Like, you know, obviously, you know, Auntie Corey, right? Oh, thanks, Auntie Corey. And then, yeah, like, she kisses her on the cheek for switching with another friend of hers, which I assume is the cousin. And then, yeah, they sounded like they were acting. And the aunt said something like, oh, anything for my sweet darlings, I love you too. And it was so Disney Channel like. And then it would say something like, you are so funny. And it sounded so fake. I was so confused. The tone is so weird. And I can't even replicate it properly, but it's so weird. There was also these random people apart from the Valley girls. And this random person going by was like, oh, would you like a picture? They were like, oh yeah, that would be great. And then they took a picture and would say, oh my god, thank you so much. You are so welcome. Oh my goodness, you're such a photographer. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? I'm scared. Bro, like, are they normal? Yeah, it was like uncanny valley. There was also like a flight attendant asking a person getting on board if they want the window seat, and the person says, oh yes please, I always love the window. And then they were having this, like, you know, such wholesome exchange, and like, it's so weird because usually when people get on the plane, they're just like, oh yeah, thanks man. Like, I'm done. Like, they don't even say anything. They just want to get stuff over with. They put their luggage on board and sit down and rest. Yeah, they were paid actors. Yeah, I felt like I was in a Truman Show or something. My messages weren't coming through on the plane and we didn't even take off. I was so confused. Oh yeah, and they started singing together. They were listening on their phone, I'm assuming. Like, you know, their earphones, and they were singing some pop songs together. Yeah, they're like, don't stop believing, you know. but it's something more trendy. I don't even know what kind of songs these kids listen to nowadays. They said things like, I literally like throw up on airplane food. I was like, whoa, that's so weird. And then they said other things like, oh my god, look at the clouds. They are like literally red. Like, I'm so like confused, bewildered. Like, what? That's not how you say literally. Like, it's, what? I'm so confused. What's that mean? What's that mean? And then, I don't know the show, but these girls, they gasped in excitement when they saw this movie called Modern Family, and it looked like a chick flick. They were so excited. They were saying, oh my god, Modern Family is on. I'm so excited to watch it. Let's go check it out. And then they were having trivia. I got so annoyed, because it's one of those game show stuff where you know, like, you earn $100, $300, $5,000, $10,000, whatever, and then it went to like it I feel bad for eavesdropping, but I can't help it. They were so freaking loud. I wanted to wear my earphones, but I didn't have any earphones, so I had to suffer throughout the entire flight. So they had Greek myth, and one of the girls were saying, oh yeah, I took Greek myth class, so I can do this easy. And the question was something like, oh, who's Persephone's husband and god of the underworld? And, you know, I was just looking from the side, trying to mind my own business, looking at my phone, and yes, of course, Hades, right? And then they chose Hermes, and then I had to do a double take, and and then these girls, like, you know, flip the bird at the screen and say, oh my god, this is literally rigged. That doesn't make sense. It should be Hermes. I'm thinking to myself, no, it's not. You dumb. It's not. You're wrong. And then they had another question. It was also another Greek myth question, and she said the same thing, that she took Greek myth, so she should know these questions very, very easily. I think it was something like, who is the twin sibling of Artemis? And I was thinking to myself, oh, that's Apollo. Easy. Because, you know, Apollo is the god of sun, and then Artemis is the goddess of the moon, and that's pretty easy. Also goddess of hunting, yeah. And then frickin' chose Ares. Why Ares? Ares is the god of war. I was so angry. They just continued to say that it was rigged, and I was so offended, hurt, confused, and I just wanted to get out. I wanted to get out. I had to deal with that for quite a long time, actually. Would say all these stupid things, using literally wrong. See, the times when you actually use literally is, let's say you're playing a game, your health bar is getting lower. You know, someone asks you, are you okay? No, I'm dying. And they think you're fainting. You're close to fainting in the game. But no, you're literally dying. Something like that. Not when the cloud or the sky, you know, there's a sunset. You don't say, oh my god, the sky is literally red. Yes, it is already red. You don't need to say literally. It's red. It's red. And then they started doing their hair, and I was kind of jealous, actually, because she would say something along the lines of, oh, can you do my hair? And she would say, oh, okay. And then pulls out a frickin' entire bag of brushes and hair ties and whatever, and they, like, you know, she would do the other person's hair and go, oh, you're Your hair is so nice. Your hair is so nice. I can't even replicate it. I can't replicate this Zoomer Valley girl accent. It's so strange. I didn't know. I thought my cousin had a pretty bad Valley girl accent, but that's just... Local fry Valley girl is so outdated now. It's just breathy kids bop Valley girl. I don't know. It's weird. It's confusing. It's so confusing.